Hey, my name is PolishLynx, and this is another episode of Sakura MMO Extra, the newest release from Cloud. A week goes by, and my business continues to boom. Cafe phone is packed with customers every single day. In consequence, I'm rushed off my feet. Some people come here so they can sip tea. Me? And read books. Would I read a book in a cafe? Probably no. I might edit a video in the cafe though. With my completely covered in stickers laptop. I mean, yeah. And others come with notebooks and pencils so they can draw or sketch in peace. That would not be me. I can't draw. And I can't sketch. Some people gawp at us, but everybody is polite on the whole, but be they male or female. Alas, that isn't the case for everyone, as Holly soon discovers. I am very sorry to keep you waiting, milady. Here is the marshmallow tea you ordered, and here is the strawberry milkshake for your son, and here is a slice of apple. Yeah! Apple? Yeah? What? I glance about, curious as to the reason behind Holly's trick. Well, that kid is getting his hand chopped off, and it doesn't take me long to discern what it is. Holly was in the middle of serving a woman and her young son when disaster hit. The boy, tired of sitting still for so long, slipped from his seat, and then, faster than blinking, pulled up the back of Holly's skirt. And again, that hand will no longer be part of his body. Holly's tanned cheeks turn dark red. Her underwear is being exposed to everybody inside the cafe. Everybody's staring at her. At least that's how it ended up. If that cafe truly belongs to me. Shut up instantly. Forks keys scrapping against plates. Cups of tea are set back down on saucers, or else are held aloft in frozen fingers. Dozens upon dozens of pairs of eyes are affixed upon Holly's panties, my own included. No, I'm going to say this because I want that hand of that stupid kid chopped off. Or you know what we could do? I mean, Violet/Viola might be capable of doing something like that. Enter his mind. Chop off that hand. So he goes mad. But in reality you don't do that. It's only his mind. That would be beautiful. I can't help but feel sorry for her, Holly. She looks mortified. Of course she is. I can't imagine that tawdry comments she's receiving are much help either. Well, would you take a look at that? Foodmate sure has some fake thighs. I'd love to give them good feel. I can't believe someone would say that out loud, man. Ah, she's turning red. She must be embarrassed. How adorable. The poor dear, I feel sorry for her. This must be harassment. Yes. Hey, don't knock it. So well, good. So look, as we're getting some good fast service out of it. You are dead to me, by the way, man. Customer 1, you are also getting slaughtered. She looks incredible. Her wrist is simply divine. This guy is also out. It's a shame that long dress of hers covers it. Nah, heh, heh, heh. I wouldn't understand maybe thinking that, but saying it out loud. They are dead to me. Oh, the maids' displays are cute, but I think I found my new number 1. Well, I never hear all the boast. You should be more considerate of the poor girl. Can't you see how she's shaking? Customer 4, you have my respect. I feel sorry for her. For I can deny she's rather cute. Okay, you said she's rather cute. That's not going too far. Holly's face turns redder and redder until it resembles a cranberry. This is so embarrassing. Excuse me, madam. Holly looks at the unruly child's mother. She's sipping her marshmallow tea placidly, as though nothing is amiss. Okay, so you are like that? Let's do something to her too. Would you mind calling your child off? He's causing quite a scene. Oh yes. The woman smiles indulgently. My Alistair. Oh, wow, what a shitty name! Has always been fond of pretty women. I don't doubt when he grows up, he'll be a veritable lady killer. No, he will not. He's already a piece of shit. Isn't he a darling? No, he's a piece of shit. I don't know if that's the exact word I would use. Say. Come on, customer is not the king. Holly glances back at Alistair. What a shitty name. Would you mind letting... I hope no Alistair is watching this. Whoops. Would you mind letting go of my skirt, you piece of shit? Maids don't exist to be manhandled. Alistair pouts. I don't wanna, I'm having fun. You took ages to bring out orders, so I punish you. Naughty maids have gotta be displayed. That's what my dad says. We are eliminating the entire family. Right here, right now. Oh my. His mother laughs. He really is precious, isn't he? His understanding of the world is well beyond his years. Can we step in and just eliminate the guy? Or no, let's do what I said. Let's cut off that arm in his mind. Like he actually experiences that. That would leave him with such a trauma. Let's go full out. See? Alistair smirks. Mama doesn't mind what I do. She never lets me off, so it can't be bad. Wow, people like that shouldn't have kids. Now I'm gonna keep flipping your skirt like this, all big and puffy, like a circus stand. This is fun, Why, you little... Holly grits her teeth together. She looks seconds away from snapping. I can't let her do anything rash. I think this boy deserves a smack myself, but that would only usher in a whole host of problems. Hey! Let's smack the crap out of him. I won't mind. His mother's obviously the doting sort. No, she's a shitty mother. She'll definitely complain if her son comes to harm. Can we erase her memory or something then? Then this cafe's reputation will be ruined. In fact, it might even be shut down. It would be good. I need to step in fast. Excuse me, young piece of shit. I addressed the perverse young boy, my voice clipped. You're causing Holly no small amount of distress. Would you please let go of her skirt so that she might continue to do her job? There are other customers here than you, and I'm sure they are all waiting their orders. Can you enter his mind or something? Please, Viola, please. Show him some dark magic. This is the moment. They will be very unhappy if your hauntings hold them up. Oh no, young missy. One of patrons grins, still staring at Holly's expelled face. It's no skin off my nose if my order takes a while. I'm more than happy to enjoy the view. I'm gonna kill this guy. That's right, you don't see a sight like this every day. I'm gonna kill this guy too. I can order a cup of tea whenever, but there's only sometimes I can stare at a young woman's sperm pies like this. This guy is dead as well. Please take as long as you need, this is just like heaven. This is going well. This isn't going well. I guess I'll have to resort to threats after all. Now you listen here. I plant my hands on my hips and shoot an icy glare at the more lecherous of four patrons. I'll not stand for blatant harassment in this cafe, particularly not from grown men like you. This boy here's only young. He doesn't know what it is that he's doing. I'm prepared to be lenient with him and let him off with only a slight scolding. But if you men try to encourage him, I will make you regret it. You are all adults and you ought to know better. I am very disappointed if every single one of you. The patrons quailed beneath my gaze as I knew they would. I'm good at being imposing. I have it down to an art, being the great dark witch and all. They look utterly petrified. I'm sorry, there was no harm meant. We're sorry. It was a bit fun. Please forgive us. I'm very sorry I made your colleague feel better. Just please don't hurt us. Very well. I will let you off hook for now. And as for you... I glare at Alistair, that piece of shit with a shitty name. Will you let go of that skirt? The boy doesn't look very enthused by this proposal, but he eventually relents. He really doesn't have a choice. Head hanging, he relinquishes his hold of Holly's skirt and mumbles. Yes, Mom. Sorry, Mom. I raise an eyebrow. Who was that apology meant for, pray tell? To you, miss. To me? I scoff. That is very good of you. I'm sure, but I'm not the one you humiliated. Do you not have something else to say to Holly? I guess I'm sorry, Holly. Sorry for what precisely? For flipping your skirt. And for making you feel uncomfortable. It was bad of me. I shouldn't have been so mean. I'm really very sorry. There, that wasn't so hard, was it? Good boy. I still think that my option was better option. If he does that, let's leave him with trauma for life. I would prefer that, to be honest. I ruffle the boy's head. I use just a bit more force than the strictly necessary and he squirms. Almost squishing the damn head. Now, you must promise never to flip a lady's skirt up again. Can you do that? I promise. Oh, please let go of my head. Very well. Let my hand fall from the boy's scalp, then shoo him back to his seat. Now, what are you waiting for? Holly brought you a delicious slice of apple pie, which I fear is getting colder by the moment. You ought to hurry and eat it. Yes, Mom! Suitably cold, Alistair sits down in his seat and begins to eat his apple pie. The other patrons have finally stopped gawping at Holly. It seems like everything's gone back to normal. Phew. Holly sighs relief, then she smiles. Thank you, Violet. I know what I would have done without you. Oh, it's alright. I was only doing what anybody else with an ounce of tact would. That was to all the people around, right? Moreover, I smirk. You should know by now that I, and only I, can make cute girls cry. I can't permit anybody else to do the same. That boy was quiet, usurping my role. Ah, so that's what you were upset about, huh? I had wondered. No. I just don't accept such behavior. Holly giggles, then begins to resume her work. I'm glad I was able to resolve that thorn issue. I was getting kind of worried there. I guess all's well that ends well. Ah, that little brat. Yeah, I'm with you, Neve, on that. You would eliminate the bastard like I would, right? If he had dared flip up me lady's skirt like that, I would show no mercy. I would annihilate him where he stands. No. Never, that's not, no. You should do with magic what I said. Trauma for life. Death is too good for a monster like that. That's why I'm speaking trauma for life. For the most part, at least. I'm so with Neve on this moment. The evening arrives, and I return to the Nightmare Citadel. When the night falls, I decide to spend my time with... Ellery. Neve. Fionn. I'm thinking... Ellery. Let's go, Ellery. Oh, for Fionn. Never? Ellery, Fionn. Never? Ellery, Fionn. Never? Ellery, Fionn. I don't know. Let's go. Okay, let's go, Ellery. I feel so tired. Ellery climbs up on bed in the Nightmare Citadel, quite spent. So very tired was she. After our day spent in Cafe Chiffon, she came to my room to relax. Then she got rid of the first layer of clothes and then lay up on my bed. I too am in a similar state of undress. I should get her attired in my night clothes. There is something quite freeing about removing one's outerwear after a busy day spent on one's feet. I agree. I'm so glad I can finally relax. Are you alright, Ellery? My legs ache quite terribly, but I think I'll be fine the long term. Being a maid is all very new to me, and there is much I have to improve upon. I've become keenly aware of my own shortcomings, but I will not let my resolve waver. I would not want to let you down. That is very sweet of you, but I'm afraid you might have been pushing yourself a bit too hard. I don't want to exhaust yourself. I appreciate the concern, but I think I'll be fine. Ellie returns my worries with a gentle smile. I'm accustomed to pushing myself, as you might be aware. I used to practice with my blade daily. For now, the thing about it, I've not practiced it since I began to work as a maid. My mind has been too occupied with my new tasks. I suppose maids don't need to wield swords. It makes for quite the charming mental image, but I'm afraid it might alarm our clientele. You know what? Maybe she should. After our last experience, I think she should have that sword with her. Probably. You flip my skirt? Well, we are getting rid of your hand. Why not? Let's do it. It should be done like this. It should be done like this. Ellery laughs. It is something of a shame, for fighting was the only thing I had any real confidence in. I built my whole personality around it. I devoted so many hours to improving my swordsmanship, so I could survive in Asaph. But things are much more peaceful now. You say that as though it is a bad thing. I nudge Ellery in the side with my elbow. Do you wish you were still fighting for your life? No, of course not. It's a good thing that the things have settled down, so that I might enjoy myself. But this is quite a sudden change. I never once imagined, when I first came to Asaph, I would one day find myself working in a Maid Café. Elric shakes her head, bemused. This work is very new to me. I need to improve, or never might fillet me. I dropped the plate and she gave me such a dressing down. She was even angry about it than Maid was, and she's supposed to be a Ross. Yeah. Neva is quite incorrigible. She takes this very seriously. Very seriously. That is quite apparent. I'm afraid if I keep making mistakes, she will lose her temper. I don't want her blasting me with any dark magic. If she tries, I'll scold her accordingly. Don't worry. As much as I love Neva, I would never let her hurt any of you. I know, thank you. Ellery smiles. This is all very exhausting, but I think I begin to get used to it. I was anxious at first, but it's not as bad as I feared. It's nice working alongside you, and most of our customers are polite. I've made a few mistakes, but they are patient with me. It's actually kind of satisfying. It's strange, but I think I might be enjoying myself. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. Ellery has come a long way. It's only been a week, but she's starting to warm to her new role already. She's broken a few plates here and there, true, but she's not spilled boiling tea over a muddy, which is always a plus. For maybe some people deserved to be treated with boiling tea. I think as time goes on, she'll come to get more confident in her abilities. Then she'll level up and become Super Ellery. At least that's what I'd like to think. You're doing a good job. Let's keep at this, my cute Kawaka. Yes, let's. I have no idea what tomorrow will hold, but I think this is part of the fun. The unpredictability helps keep things fresh. And I know no matter what happens, you'll be by my side. Your presence gives me the strength and continue onwards. I don't have much in the way of self-esteem, but I know that you... Now that I think about it, I forgot to write down the choices. Damn it. That being the case, I don't want to let you down. You can rely on me. Oh, I totally thought this was the end with that choice. The next day. You wanted a slice of apple pie, sir? Just a minute. Welcome, mistress. It's lovely to see you again today. Please, let me lead you to a table. I could do this. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you dropped your fork, master. I'll go and get you a new one. Cafe Chiffon is having with customers. Just like the day before it, I'm kept busy dashing by filling customers, wiping down tables, and serving dishes. There's a lot to do, but it keeps me busy. At this rate, it will be impossible to get bored. This really is fun! Is it fun? Is it? Milady! Oh? I glanced at Neve, my concentration momentarily broken. Is something the matter? Yeah, indeed, there is something the matter! That man there, at the table! Neve points at the customer sitting at a nearby table, her face taut with white hot rage. He was trying to look under your skirt! What? Ready. I dug at the hem of my demure maid dress, then glared at his accused peeping Tom. Is that true? No, I wasn't! You're making baseless accusations! I dropped something, I bent down, picked it up, and then I looked up and I happened to catch a glimpse of... There was no just happened about that. I was watching you, and I saw you drop your fork on purpose. You did so you'd have an excuse to stare at me lady's underwear, didn't you? Didn't you? Neve rounds on the customer, her hands on her hips. She's sewing her chest is rising and falling. And I can feel latent magic and really rolling off her in waves. She isn't going to hit him with a spell, is she? I don't mind. That would spell disaster. No, it wouldn't. Neve is quite a talented mage, and her already potent abilities are heightened whenever she feels an extreme emotion. Where she loses control, she could burn this man to crisp, and the rest of the cafe too. Okay, let's not burn the cafe, let's just get rid of the guy. Why shot me? Back off, you crazy wench! This customer, however, doesn't seem to appreciate the danger he's in. He glowers at Neve with contempt, his brow ill-twisted. Maybe I was trying to look up this broad scared, but so what? That's the whole point of those cafes. You're dead, man. It's not like you're real mates, you're all dressing up and acting a part. Did he just call Neve not a real mate? Oh boy! He's going down. If you're gonna work in Maid Café, you've got to accept that you're gonna be treated like eye candy. Now stop raising such a ruckus, you ought to know your place. And I really do need a new fork. Oh, I'll get you a new fork, alright? I'll get you a new fork, and then I'll jam it right into your... Neve, please. I appreciate that you care so much about my honor, but I can fight my own battles. I have faced much more virulent than this so-called gentleman. My lip curls. And I always win, no matter what. Are you sure, milady? Neve calls. I would like to see that new fork. I can hardly sit back and let this defiled toad best smell good maim. I ought to gouge his eye out with that new fork he wants so badly. Yes, yes, yes! Neve, I'm so on your side right now. I agree with you, but I do not believe mutilating him would be a very elegant solution to our problems. Yes, let's do what I proposed then again in the past. To the kid. Let's gouge his eyes, but just in his mind, so he goes crazy. Each one for customers, so it only causes many problems. I imagine you have to fill in a lot of paperwork. Who cares about paper? You are much, much more important than or this man's life or anything. Yeah, I mean, his life doesn't matter, to be honest. I thank you dearly, my lovely mate. But do step aside, I can handle this. You need to not trouble yourself on my account. Well, alright then. If this man checks you again, for I won't hesitate to step in. I'll make him rue the day he was ever born. I don't doubt that. Yeah, you can be quite scary when you wish to be Viola. But I thought myself I can be even worse. I approached the abrasive customer. Though I'm smiling, it's a very thin smile, and it doesn't illuminate my eyes. Now, my good sir, Do you have anything you wish to say for yourself? If you apologize and head for vote to mend your ways, I may be lenient with you. The customer laughs derisively. Why should it scare you, little miss? You're nothing but a sleep-off girl. How are you going to teach me a lesson? How indeed, there are so many ways. Whoa, what was that jump? Yo, there was a jump on the screen, on mine at least, way. I don't know what that... What? Did it get into the... I don't know, it's happening on my monitor only for some reason. Not on recording. How indeed, there are so many ways. I can see you do not respect me, neither do you take me seriously. You think I'm all talk, but you're wrong. I'll break you down slowly, piece by piece, until all your stuck-up pride has disintegrated. Then you should regret that you did not back down when you had the chance. Bah, a likely story. The customer rolls his eyes. You must be crazy too. That's no way for a proper mate to talk to the master. I'm sure it is not. Under better circumstances, I would never dream of being so rude. But respect is something that should be earned, not demanded, and you have done nothing to endear me to you. You're a pathetic loose, and as such, I have no qualms in cutting you down to a size. Oh yeah? The customer snorts. I'd like to see you try. You're just a weak, frail, feeble girl. What can you do to stop me? I'm very glad you asked. Observe. I pick up a teapot filled with boiling tea from a nearby table. Then, without any preamble, I pour a stream of hot tea all over the customer's crotch. Nice! How could you? The customer starts. I don't think he was expecting this because his face contorts in an expression of pain. He tries to shuffle away from the stream of tea, but I anticipated that. I don't think you'll be going anywhere, not until you felt the full brunt of my displeasure. Before I began pouring, I cast a spell to bind him in this pot. Nice! Yes! Frozen up on his chair, the odious customer cannot budge a muscle. All he can do is sit, fingers curled around the edge of the table, and try to endure. He won't be using that thing anywhere. Nice. I can move! You must have done something to me. You monster, let me go! Sorry, but no, I can't do that, sir. Not until you apologize for all the cruel things you said about me and never. Can you still look down when I have bested you so soundly? Do you truly believe me to be lesser than you? Why? Now you're squeaking like the piglet that you are, and you would eventually lose your composure. You are so pathetic. You're not worthy of my attention, nor my abuse. But I will continue to toy with you regardless, so that you might learn your lesson. You should thank me for pouring this tea upon you. It's worth far, far more than your miserable excuse for a life. Ah, damn it! This tea's so hot it hurts, but at the same time, being talked down like this feels kind of good. I don't get it, but I'm getting kind of excited. Yeah, you won't be using that phone. Really now? You really enjoy yourself that much? I pull a face. How positively repulsive. I thought you were just a loudmouth bully, but it seems you are even worse than that. You're also a masochist. You enjoy being talked down by others. And you enjoy being abused too. That being the case, this is hardly punishment. In your eyes, this must seem like a wonderful reward. Oh, this is too funny. You really are brave. What a pervert. Well, now everybody in this cafe can see you for a degenerate you truly are. You'll never be able to live this down. Oh, nice. So everyone can hear all of that. So nice. So, the guy will never be able to use his thing. And also, everyone will know about it. Oh, that was perfection. Violet. Beautiful. You would have thought that after the incident, Cafe Chiffon's reputation would plummet. But no. No, to my surprise. It's the exact opposite. From then on, the cafe becomes renowned for having a super sadistic maid on its payroll. In other words, moi. Men and Tom went with. Intriguing, shall we say, tastes flock from all over Asaph to Cafe Chiffon, so they can meet the domineering maid Violet and be subsequently shamed. They all beg to be stepped on. insulted, and above else, avoiding to be put on their laps. What the hell is wrong with people? Then again, I said that there are people who, I guess, would like to be talked down by mates and so on, but this is a lot to take in. I never thought there would be such a huge market for this kind of thing, but people are eating it up like candy. They are crazy. I've never been more beloved in all my life. And after that little cutoff, I've returned with now dog being on my legs. Violet! Violet! I've been such a bad girl, please! Won't you scold me? Would you spank me? Poor tell me too, please! I deserve it! Violet! Mistress Violet! Violet, I know I'm unworthy, but I still love you. You might be a maid, but I want you to be my mistress. Nobody's cuter than you. And you look pretty incredible when you get mad. Forgive me, buddy, in my selfishness. I won't keep you all to myself. Surely I deserve to be punished for this. Those people are crazy. No, punish me. Me! Oh, gee. I'm getting rushed off of my feet here. So many people are clamoring for my exclusive services. I can scarcely keep up. Being popular sure is hard. But it's kind of fun too. It's nice having an excuse to denigrate people. It's a good outlet for my pent-up frustrations, and my clients seem to be enjoying it too. It's a win-win all around. Kind of. Alright, you naughty piglets. Please stop squealing. I know we are all less than human, but you ought to try and act the part. Now, I look at my droves of worshipful patrons, and grin. I'll get to you one at a time. I will scold every one of you thoroughly and impress upon your fragile minds how very devoid of value you are. I will stamp on your egos and trample you into the dirt. It might take a while until it is your turn, but I must ask you to be patient during that time if you cannot. I mean, technically the waiting is also kind of punishment, I would say. Right? My eyes flash. Then I will have to ask you to leave this establishment. Then you shall never know the pleasure of being abused by a woman as beautiful as I. But I think it's the cruelest punishment I could bequeath upon any of you squealing piggies. What do you say, scum? Oh, Mistress Violet called me scum. She's so cute when she scolds like that. I'm not worthy, mistress. Your beauty is so bright. I can scarcely look upon your visage. If you don't insult me, I won't be able to keep living. It's because your censors that I remain safe, so I will do my best to wait. I will behave myself as best as I can, mistress. We all love you, mistress. Of course you do. You are all so empty-headed you scarcely have a choice in the matter. I can understand why you would love a woman who despises you. But I suppose a sadist like myself could never understand the weak, disgusting constitutions of you masochists. I think you are all perfectly vile, and that's why I will torture you to my heart's content. I might be humming it up a bit, but that makes this gig even more amusing. I'm having more fun than I've had in a long while. As for Neva, meanwhile, those insolent fools. How dare they demand Milady's attention like that? It simply isn't fair. The only one Milady should be allowed to step on is me. Let's end it here. We'll continue tomorrow. This took a surprising turn, not gonna lie, and it's so good. For now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow, and of course, have a wonderful day. Bye bye.